Net worth skyrockets at $100,000, according to math. Building wealth isn't just about earning a high income. It's about developing the self-discipline to make smart financial decisions consistently over time. While many focus on getting rich quickly, those who accumulate significant wealth understand that daily habits and disciplined choices create lasting financial success. The self-made wealthy don't rely on luck. They follow proven behavioral patterns that compound their money over decades. These individuals have mastered delayed gratification and systematic wealth building. They understand that true financial success comes from controlling impulses, living intentionally, and staying focused on long-term goals rather than short-term pleasures. The following 10 self-discipline rules, regardless of income level, separate successful wealth builders from those who struggle financially. 1. They pay themselves first before anyone else. Wealthy individuals treat savings and investments like their most crucial bills, ones that get paid before anything else. They automatically set aside a significant portion of their income for wealth building before paying rent, buying groceries, or handling other expenses. This isn't leftover money. It's their first financial priority. Treating wealth building as non-negotiable ensures consistent progress toward financial goals. This forced savings approach removes the temptation to spend first and save whatever remains, creating a powerful compound effect over time. 2. They master the art of delayed gratification. Successful wealth builders excel at resisting immediate pleasures for long-term benefits. They pause before making purchases, especially for non-essential items, often implementing waiting periods rather than buying impulsively. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" they ask, "Does this purchase align with my wealth-building goals?" They calculate the actual cost of purchases by considering opportunity cost, what that money could become if invested instead. This long-term thinking naturally curbs unnecessary spending. 3. They create and stick to a non-negotiable budget. Wealthy people budget meticulously, viewing budgets not as restrictions but as spending plans that give them control. Every dollar has a predetermined purpose before it's earned, ensuring intentional allocation across necessities, savings, investments, and discretionary spending. They track expenses regularly, adjust budgets as needed, and never abandon the practice. Their budgets prioritize wealth-building activities, ensuring savings and investments receive adequate funding before discretionary spending. 4. They avoid bad debt like the plague. Successful wealth builders understand the crucial difference between good debt and bad debt. They avoid high-interest consumer debt, such as credit card balances, personal loans, and unnecessary car loans, which drain wealth-building capacity. When they use credit cards, they pay their balances in full monthly. They're strategic about debt, only borrowing to buy appreciating assets or investments that generate positive returns. They often pay cash for depreciating assets like cars, buying reliable used vehicles instead of financing expensive new ones. 5. They live below their means no matter what they earn. Self-made wealthy individuals maintain modest lifestyles regardless of income increases. They practice artificial scarcity, living as if they earn less than they do. This maximizes the gap between income and expenses, providing more money for wealth-building activities. 6. They automate their financial success. Automation plays a crucial role in wealthy people's financial strategies. They set up automatic transfers to savings accounts, investment accounts, and retirement funds, ensuring consistent wealth building without requiring daily decisions. This removes the emotional component from saving and investing. By automating good financial habits, they make wealth building effortless and consistent. The money moves from checking accounts to investments before spending it elsewhere, creating forced discipline that systematically builds wealth. 7. They invest consistently through all market conditions. Wealthy individuals invest regularly regardless of market conditions, economic news, or investment performance. They practice dollar-cost averaging, contributing the same amount to investments at regular intervals, taking advantage of market volatility. They don't attempt to time the market or make emotional investment decisions based on daily news cycles. During market downturns, they view declining prices as buying opportunities rather than reasons to panic, accumulating more assets when others sell. 8. They keep emotions out of every money decision. Successful wealth builders separate emotions from financial decisions, relying on logic and predetermined rules instead of fear or greed. They establish clear criteria for buying, selling, and spending decisions before emotional situations arise, preventing costly mistakes driven by temporary feelings. They avoid panic selling during downturns and resist FOMO buying during peaks. They also separate their self-worth from their net worth, making financial choices that align with long-term goals rather than external pressures. 9. They resist lifestyle creep at all costs. Lifestyle creep, the tendency to increase spending when income increases, is something wealthy people actively resist. When they receive raises or bonuses, they direct additional money towards savings and investments rather than upgraded lifestyles. They maintain the same standard of living despite earning more, understanding that avoiding lifestyle inflation accelerates wealth accumulation dramatically. They're comfortable living below their means while focusing on building actual wealth rather than appearing wealthy. Wealthy individuals think in decades rather than days when building wealth. They set specific, measurable financial goals with target dates and regularly review progress. This long-term perspective helps them stay committed despite short-term setbacks or market volatility. They understand that compound growth requires time, so they remain patient with their wealth-building process. They don't get discouraged by slow early progress, knowing that wealth accumulation accelerates significantly over time through compounding. Conclusion. Building wealth requires more than earning money. It demands consistent self-discipline and smart financial habits practiced over many years. These 10 rules work together as a complete system, with each reinforcing the others to create a robust wealth-building framework. While implementing all 10 rules simultaneously might seem overwhelming, starting with 1 or 2 can begin building momentum toward financial success. The key is consistency, patience, and understanding that wealth building is a marathon rather than a sprint. Those who master these self-discipline rules position themselves for long-term financial freedom.